Assalamualaikum students, I am your teacher from Honors Kindergarten and Secondary School. Today we will discuss the topic of noun from the grammar tree of class 3. So open your books page number 1. Today we will learn about noun, types of noun, proper and common noun and collective noun. At the end of this lesson you will be able to learn about noun. And you can differentiate between common and proper noun and about collective noun. What are numbers? How we convert singular to plural. Everything around us has a name. As like you people, you have a specific name. Is there anyone from you people who don't have name? Like you can say my friend has no name. No, there is not a single person in this world who don't have name. So we can say noun is a naming word or a name of person, place or thing. Like your parts of body are the things in your class and the things in your room, refrigerator, etc. Now we will discuss types of noun. There are many types of noun like abstract noun, collective noun, countable noun, proper noun, but in your book, the grammar tree, we will discuss just 3, common, proper and collective. The remaining one you will learn in your next classes. All the things that are general that don't have any specialty are common. Their names will be called common. Like girls, boys, schools, men, places means cities, countries. All persons means boys, girls, women. Animals means fish, cat, butterfly, bird. All things means chair, pencil, bag, glass, etc. Always keep in your mind that a common noun always starts with a small letter. Now I have a question for you people. Tell me, king is a common noun or proper noun? Proper noun means a special name. A special name that we give to a specific person, animal, place or thing. If you have a cat at your home which is a common noun and you give your cat a specific name, then it would be proper. Like you give your cat a name of puppy, then it is proper. And the word puppy will start with a capital letter because you have given your puppy a name and now it is proper. All persons are common like girls, boys, fathers, etc. Father, but if you have given your father a name or your friends a name, then it will be proper. All the places are common like all countries, cities, house, schools, and if they have a name like your city has a name, then your city name will be capital and your city name is Lahore. The word Lahore is capital and the word school is common noun. If your school has a name like Honors Kindergarten and Secondary School, it is proper. Mountains are common, but if they have a specific name like K2, it is proper. River is a common noun, but when you give them a specific name like Ravi, Satluj, it is proper. I hope you have understood this topic very well, so let's move to collective noun. A group of the same kind of persons, places or things is called a collective noun. Typically words that identify more than one person, place or things made plural in the English language. Now I will give you some examples of collective noun. If you have many flowers in your hand, it will call bunch of flowers. You give this plural a specific name, that is bunch. So the word bunch is a collective noun. Family is a collective noun. Family is a collective noun because there are many people in your house like your grandparents, your father, your sister, your mother, and the word family will be collective noun. You want to play cricket and you have some friends, you make a team instead of calling them with their own names. So the team is a collective noun. Same like this, a heap of stones. There are many, you can see in the picture, there are many stones laying at the side. So the word heap describes many stones, so it is collective noun. A pack of wolves. The word pack shows there are many wolves, so the word pack is collective noun. Now in this chapter we have learned naming word and common and proper noun. And what is collective noun? A group of same kind of person, animals. These we have discussed here. So let's move to adjective. Adjective. What is adjective? Adjective is a word that tells us something more about a noun or a pronoun. It describes or qualifies a noun. As you say, beautiful princess. The beautiful princess, the word beautiful is adjective that tells us something more about princess. The leaves were yellow. So here yellow is adjective that is telling us about leaves of the tree. The suitcase was heavy. So here the word heavy is adjective. There are three types of adjective. First one is usual or simple, second one is comparative, and the third one is superlative. As I have told you before, describing words or adjectives always tell us about nouns, so it may be about look, how a person or thing is looking. Here are some examples for you in this picture, like how many, behavior, looks, pretty, tall, tasty, sweet, salty. These words describes. So these describing words you can say adjective as well. As I told you before, there are three types of adjective. First we discuss usual adjective. Now we are going to discuss usual adjective, and in this type of adjective we discuss just one person or one thing or one place. Like in this picture you can say the red one is beautiful, the red car is beautiful. He is a poor man. Just we are discussing one person or one thing. The box is empty, so it's mean it is usual adjective or simple adjective. Comparative adjective. In comparative adjective, what we do, we compare two persons, two places or things. Like you can say the green book is heavier than the red one. The bike is heavier than the cycle. In this type of adjective, we mostly use er at the last of the word, like heavy, heavier. The word heavy describes one person or one thing, so the word heavier describes two things. Tall, taller. Keep in your mind that in comparative adjective, we compare two persons or two things. Now we have superlative adjective. In this type of adjective, we compare more than two things or persons, like tea is hot, the fire is hotter, and the sun is hottest. Here we mostly use est at the last of the word, like hottest, fattest, tallest. Now I want to tell you about pronoun. An adjective also describes a pronoun. Like you can say, Sarah has a puppy, it is fluffy. So here the word it is pronoun. Here we have key points. In this chapter we have discussed adjective. It is a describing word, pronoun. A pronoun can also be used instead of a noun. An adjective may tell us something more about a pronoun also. An adjective comes before or after a noun or a pronoun. All the names of colors and numbers are adjectives. Adjectives also help us to say how much or how many, like some, little, few, more, much. These words are adjectives. Now we'll discuss nouns, number. In this chapter, we will discuss singular and plural. When noun refers to one thing or one person, it is singular, and when it refers more than one noun, it is plural. Like one cow, one house, one bag. These are singular, and two cows, many friends, several houses. These are plural. As you can see in this picture, cow, cows, tiger, tigers. It is clear that noun has two forms. First one is singular and the second one is plural. As I told you before, now I will tell you how we can convert singular to plural. Usually we add s at the last to make plural. Like you can say, some nouns do not change their spelling to make it plural, like sheep, sheep, one sheep, four sheep, one deer, four deer. Same like this, there are some rules to convert singular to plural. If we have y at the last, like b-a-b-y, baby, so we will cut the word y and we will change it babies, b-a-b-i-e-s, babies. Nouns ending in ch, sh, s, double S or X, their plural is formed by adding S to the singular. Church, churches. Brush, brushes. Bus, buses. Glass, glasses. When the nouns end in Y and there is no vowel before the Y, the plural is formed by dropping the Y, as I have told you before. F-A-M-L-Y, family. F-A-M-L-I-E-S, families. If there is a vowel before the Y, then T-R-A-Y, tray. T-R-A-Y-S, trays, because there is a vowel before Y. When the noun ends in F or F-E, we drop the word F or F-E and add V-E-S, like thief. T-H-I-E-F, thieves, we will drop the word F and we will add V-E-S, thieves. Knife, K-N-I-F-E, knives, we will get the word F-E and we will add V-E-S, we will say K-N-I-V-E-S, knives. So, the ending letter of a noun always matter. To change the singular to plural, it means what is the last one word is. It is O, it is F, or it is CH or SH. The last one word always matter. Now you have to do some activities at your home. What you have to do, you have to make a list of common nouns, then you will convert into proper. In your common noun list, you will write some name of places, some name of animals or person. In this way, you will convert your common noun to proper. Like you will write friend, sister, brother, house, city, country, pen, bat, etc. And you have a friend, so the friend is a common noun. You will give it to a name, then it will be proper. Like Ali, Sara, it is proper. And you will write country. Country is a common noun. You will give it a name like Pakistan, so it is proper. In this way, you have to make a list of common, then you will convert into proper. The second thing you have to do, you have to write any 5 collective nouns around you and use them in your sentences. Around you means like you live in a family. The word family is a collective noun. So you play cricket and you have made up a cricket team. The word team is collective noun. You go to school and you read in a school. The word class is a collective noun. In this way, you have to collect collective nouns, 5 collective nouns, and you will use in your sentences. The third one thing you have to do, you write any 5 adjectives about yourself. Yourself means like you will say, I am a beautiful boy. I am 10 years old. The word 10 is adjective. Beautiful is adjective. I have black hair. The word black is adjective. I am tall. I am short. In this way, you will tell about yourself. Thanks for watching.